Hello and welcome back to another Interpreter video. Today we are talking about the Arkansas River Valley severe threat for today, Monday, April 11th. Now this is kind of the precursor event to a major severe weather outbreak that we will be covering throughout Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even into Thursday. So this is kind of the precursor to that event, and we do have a slight risk and a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms. Starting off with our slight risk across 111,000 square miles and a population of 12.8 million people, including Dallas, Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, and Plano, Texas. Then we have our marginal risk, which includes another 111,000 square miles and a population of 12 million people, including San Antonio, Texas, Austin, Texas, St. Louis, Missouri, Louisville, Kentucky, and Shreveport, Louisiana. We have a 5% and a 2% chance of tornadoes. We have a 5% risk across 77,000 square miles and a population of 4.8 million people, including Memphis, Tennessee, Little Rock, Arkansas, Fort Smith, Arkansas, Fayetteville, Arkansas, and North Little Rock, Arkansas, and a 2% risk across 57,000 square miles and a population of 6 million people, including Dallas, Texas, Plano, Texas, Garland, Texas, Shreveport, Louisiana, and Mesquite, Texas. The winds roughly correlate to the slight and marginal risk. So slight risk correlates to a 15% chance of strong winds, and a marginal risk correlates to a 5% chance of strong winds. Finally, hail, we have about the same deal there, so 15% chance of hail in the slight risk and a 5% chance in the marginal risk, but we also have a significant severe risk across 61,000 square miles and a population of 9.3 million people, including Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Arlington, Texas, Plano, Texas, and Garland, Texas. So, let's start off here with our simulated radar, and we are going to be watching this general area for tornadoes. And you can see here we have a low pressure to draw up our Gulf moisture, which is usually what we start to see with these low pressure systems. Right here, this is right around, let's call that 10 p.m. Central Time, Sunday night, in parts of Oklahoma and Kansas, and that starts to move through parts of Missouri as well. Now, throughout the day, this is now early Monday, we start to see more severe thunderstorms moving through Oklahoma. This is 3 a.m., but that's not the main risk, as we start to see more thunderstorms developing in the evening as this severe thunderstorm threat continues to move through. Now, mostly going to be some spotty thunderstorms here. It's really hard to see on the simulated radar, but some smaller thunderstorms that could develop into supercells across Arkansas, Oklahoma, and into Texas throughout the evening. You can see just these tiny little splotches of different supercells developing here. This is right around 7 p.m. Central Time, and that will continue throughout the morning on Tuesday as well, before the next severe threat starts to wind up for the day. So even though this is a more minor threat, we are going to be seeing plenty of energy, and that is why those really small thunderstorms are going to just blow up, as we have close to 3,000 joules per kilogram of energy in the atmosphere of Texas and Oklahoma, which is going to lead to those supercells developing and just taking off and potentially gaining rotation very quickly. And that energy just continues to flow throughout the entire day on Monday through Texas and Oklahoma. This area of blue is 1,000 joules per kilogram plus, and this orange is 2,000 joules per kilogram plus. This energy continues, and we even get reds, which is 3,000 joules per kilogram plus of energy throughout the entirety of eastern Texas, as this severe threat continues to move through. We see that energy moving into Arkansas. So we have plenty of energy for severe thunderstorms before eventually at the end of this loop, we see all the energy getting drawn up for our next severe threat, which is going to be potentially the worst severe threat of the year. Now, in terms of our significant tornado parameter, we could see areas on the scale 1 to 10 in our 3s or 4s, depending on what area you are. This is even close to 5 in parts of southern Oklahoma. Now, this is definitely significant, as we could see very small and almost unnoticeable supercell development in parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas that just spew into tornadoes very quickly, as we have all this. We have the moisture, we have the instability, we have the CAPE, which is the energy for thunderstorms, that all combines into this parameter, the significant tornado parameter that we look at for potential tornado development. And we can see it all happens again on Tuesday into Wednesday, where we can even have close to 7 on that chart. So tune in again tomorrow for details on this severe threat, because just look at some of those numbers. This is going to be, that next severe threat is going to be the worst severe threat that we've seen so far this year, easily. And we've already seen a lot of damaging tornadoes move through the south. Now we have those typical Tornado Alley wide EF4, EF5 tornadoes potentially on tap for Tuesday, Wednesday, even into Thursday. So stay tuned here for more updates on the severe weather by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss any more updates on the coming threat. But that is all the information that I have for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.